Hi, I'm Aaron J. Marks of aaronjmarks.com and commercetheory.com. Welcome to my podcast, A Higher Level, where everything we think, see, and do happens on a higher level. For as long as I can remember, I felt like my mind has worked just a little differently than most others. For my entire life, I've been studying, observing, and contemplating this incomparably strange and wonderful phenomenon called human existence, and trying to figure out what it's all about. People say the way of thinking and theorizing that comes from this offers an unusually high and rich level of insight, clarity, freedom, inspiration, and effortless creativity. And that's ultimately what a higher level is all about. The insight to understand how life works, the clarity to see where to go next, the freedom to go there, the inspiration to find joy and wonder along the journey, and the creativity to honor your particular brand of human genius. In this podcast, I'm going to break down and describe the concepts that come from my theories so that you can see into the fabric of the life you're living with greater depth and precision, and use that understanding to improve your results in every way that's meaningful to you. It's the only life you get, and the only chance you have to make a difference here. If there's one thing I know, it's that all lives can improve, and that the human race is just one big collective results improving system. Ready to find your place here? Fabulous. Let's get into the topic for this episode of A Higher Level. I'll see you again afterward and talk more about what it looks like to work with me. Until then, let's dive in. Hi, this is Aaron of aaronjmarks.com. I'm a visionary purpose coach, metaphysical leadership mentor, theorist of human commerce and communication. And this is a series about what I call the universal shape of leadership and creation. And it's the 8 steps to bridge what I call the realms of purpose and strategy, and then strategy and action. I think it always follows these 8 steps. And I think all feats of leadership and creation follow the same pattern. And these are the 8 steps. And I'm reading from my book, The Complete Science of Human Dynamics. Let's jump back into the series, and you'll hear me read the passage for this episode. Episode 53, Thinking. Quote, the knee bone's connected to the something's connected to the red thing's connected to my wristwatch. Uh-oh. Dr. Nick Riviera, The Simpsons, Season 4. Homer's triple bypass. A leader is someone who has stepped into the energy of their vision, born of the unique frustrations and aspirations granted by their completely unprecedented position and perspective within the human condition. Anyone can do it. And in pursuit of their visions, leaders execute strategies. How do we determine the strategy? How do we invent what all other creatures do instinctively, but cannot control or change? We think. All visions are glimpsed beyond reality. If they didn't, they would be reality, and we wouldn't call them visions. If you go somewhere, see something, experience something, even something fantastic and great, it is real. It was once someone's vision, and it may inspire a vision in you. But if you can see it, then it's real. How is the gap between vision and reality bridged? Through strategy. How is the strategy created? By thinking. When we behold the vision and get clear on it, we see what it means for it to exist. Each discernible feature must be realized through a process of strategic implementation. All visions consist of energy. From where, I don't know, but they must come from somewhere. This is a metaphysical truth. And humans are creatures of vision, unlike creatures of any other kind. The energy of the vision animates us to become leaders, and then it infuses our influence on other humans to shift their energy as well. All strategy is oriented in this direction. As leaders, our task is this: use the clarity of our vision to determine what results our energy must create in reality. If it doesn't yet exist, we must remove all energetic barriers that prevent it and create all necessary energetic flow to facilitate it. And this must happen in a certain order. Discerning this order is a process of thinking, and it is one of the crucial places that I notice leadership breaking down. The fact is that sometimes, often in fact, leaders need help with their thinking. They need help because, while the above description is simple, the actual process of disentangling these energetic barriers and inflows is often a messy and difficult one. rife with tangles, limitations, paradoxes, and challenging trade-offs. There's something about being wrapped up in one's own subjective perspective with all its insecurities, biases, neuroses, obligations, demands, limiting beliefs, inertia, and relationship challenges that gets in the way of doing this smoothly and easily. But make no mistake, it is thinking that finally moves us from our vision to our strategy, and then to implementation in the real world. The process breaks down along these lines, including a little bit of review. Number one, what do I see that energizes me? Number two, what features can I distinguish clearly? Number three, why do they not yet exist? Number four, which steps must I take in order for them to exist? Number five, which order must these steps happen? And number six, which step is first? The thinking process is found in points 3 through 6. As you can see, it is what bridges the gap between vision and the realm of strategy. I think people get hung up in the thinking process for 4 reasons. Number one, it's simpler than they realize, and because of this, they dismiss their conclusions too quickly for fear of overlooking crucial factors. Number two, they get stopped by insecurities, lack of valuation, interpersonal entanglements. Number three, thinking can be legitimately difficult at times. And number four, the thinking sometimes reveals challenging puzzles and trade-offs, which must be delicately navigated. Whatever the reason, thinking is always a crucial part of leadership, and once we figure it out, we arrive at the realm of strategy, born anew, and for our specific purposes. Thanks for joining me on a higher level. If I've done my job right, you're seeing, thinking, and acting differently, with more clarity, more decisiveness, more intention, more success. The current state of your life is just a set of results, and they can all be improved. Doesn't matter whether it concerns yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your workplace, your investments, your world. Behave differently, act differently, communicate differently, and your results will change, guaranteed. But how do you change your actions, behaviors, and communications? If you're unsure, give me a shout. I've helped dozens of motivated leaders and organizations like you and yours to improve their results by discerning exactly the right next step. It's something not everyone can do, and it happens to be my specialty. Sound like something you can use? Learn more about me on all my media channels, and reach out to start your own conversation and improve your life in every way. There's nothing like it. And you're worth it, because if you're not, then no one is. Thanks again for joining me on a higher level. I'll talk to you next time, and we'll continue to see, think, and act on a higher level. Until then.